Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video. So today we're going to be talking about the Will Be Back list. This is essentially a Necron list that has a lot of models that can use the reanimation protocols. So here we've got loads of warriors. A great example of a Will Be Back list is a warrior spam list. So basically you'd fill up as many points as possible with all the warriors you've got. Now I've got 60 warriors, so that would be 780 points for all of them. And basically you put them in squads of 20, then you take an overlord, with a resurrection orb, and you get two more normal lords with the resurrection orbs, 2 on the royal court. Then you have one lord or overlord with each squad of warriors. So you've got 20 warriors and a lord or an overlord. And they've all got resurrection orbs, so they're all getting back up on 4+. Now the point in this army is to really annoy your opponent. I've been talking about my Destroyer Wing army recently, and that was annoying your opponent by running around a lot and shooting at them from a distance and being confusing. This is about getting up over and over and over again, and it just really annoys people, and it's great. It's great when they take out, you know, about 12 guys and then eight or so of them stand up, you know, because you get a lucky roll. That's always good fun on the tabletop. And this is actually a pretty viable list, you know, because now that only troops are scoring units. So you've got three squads of scoring units, which very good actually at surviving. They're great at staying back. They're pretty good at pushing forward. They're not very quick, obviously, because I mean they're just warriors. Look at them. Doesn't actually look very fast, does he? But the point is that they should be able, if you organise the rest of your army correctly, and you focus your fire on units that are coming at you, they should be able to push forward and take, you know, at least one objective. And that's what you want. You want one pushing forward, one hanging back, and one supporting the rest of them. Now, obviously this doesn't fill up a whole army, and I did come up with an army list actually to do this. So you take those 3 squads, 20 warriors, with 2 lords with resurrection orbs, and then of course the overlord with a resurrection orb and a phase shifter. Not going to give him a war scythe, but it's just there. So he's got resurrection orb and phase shifter. Then we're going to take a cryptek with a veil of darkness, like this one here. And on top of that, actually I'll just put them up here. On top of that we're going to take 10 immortals. So this is a very troops heavy army. Actually we've only got troops in HQ so far. After that, the only thing we're going to add in is a unit of 10 death marks. Ooh, death marks. Because death marks are really point effective. That's why we're taking them. So, what have we got? We've got lots of troops, lots of warriors and immortals. The immortals will go with a cryptek, and they'll be whizzing around the battlefield. I find that the 10 immortal cryptek unit works really well with the Gorse blasters. And what you do is you drop them in, you know, like behind an enemy unit, and you try and put them somewhere where they're not going to be shot at by anything except the unit they're shooting at. So then obviously they get the first shots. You try and get them to land roughly in rapid fire range. So you're going to be getting the 20 strength 5 AP4 shots. Now that is great that is insanely good against everything that's not Space Marines. Well, or everything with a 4+ armor save or worse, because you're pretty much going to wipe out a unit there. Against Space Marines or so, it should be able to take out quite a few of them, you know, enough to either make them, enough to make your opponent consider moving that unit. That's the point. We're going to use this cryptek with his immortals to make our opponent move. And because of the Veil of Darkness, you can move him around a lot as well. The death marks are here. They're our anti-elite choice. They're great at taking out Terminators because of the snipers having rending. And also because they're rapid fire weapons, so you'll be able to use that to your advantage. We're going to have them deep striking in, but obviously, you know, don't go for that. What was it? The ethereal interception thing. I've never had a reason to use it. I want to because it sounds cool, but I just don't think it'll work. So obviously you mark a unit with your hunters from hyperspace, you do all your you do your wounding on 2s or whatever it is, and these guys are going to be taking out, you know, your enemies with 2+ arm saves. That's what they're for. And the overlords and the lords with the warriors, they are going to be taking the objectives. So obviously we also have to be looking at secondary objectives. So what's going to take out your opponent's warlord? Death marks. They're going to get the slay the warlord for you. What's going to get the first blood? Well, the idea is to hang back with most of your units, for the start at least, until your warriors have started whittling them down. So it's probably the warriors who are going to get the first blood. When I play, first blood is always a difficult issue because you're not sure whether, first blood depends more on the map and more on your opponent as to who's going to get it. There's no guarantee, but I'd say this is a good army to be able to get that. You know, if you hang back at first, have your opponent walking towards you, your warriors should be able to do enough damage for your immortals to move in and then destroy a single unit, and that will get you the first blood. And line breaker, again, down to this Cryptek unit. You know, I suppose you could have the death marks dropping in enemy lines and then hope that they survive. But I'd have it more on this Cryptek unit. What you do is, after you've taken out a few enemy units, you can all you have to do is just jump to the back of their board where they're not going to get shot at for the rest of the game. So hopefully this stuff was used to you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget you can leave a comment down below. Check out my competition on my channel page, and I'll see you guys in the next video.